Could you stand a little taller? Yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold the pose.
Вот этот челик, который картину рисует, он мне напоминает Зубика. Типа лицо похожее. Тот же актер. По-моему, еще в каких-то играх я его видел, вот сейчас не вспомню. Так, у меня какой-то пресет был, сейчас надо выбрать. То, что я там делал. Вот это вот. Кастомизация минимальная. Тут самый большой выбор только цветов волос, и то там оттенки всего 4 цвета по сути. Только с бесплатного сайта. Че, реально? Бля, это супер рофл будет, кстати. Брови не помню какие ставил. И вот эти будут. Warrior. Тут, короче, прикол, типа сила дамаг увеличивает, и agility тоже дамаг увеличивает, причем атрибут required to wield the best one-handed, two-handed swords. Но мне, типа, как Warrior рекомендовано strength и endurance. Техника accuracy. Ну, короче, тут, типа, вот это Warrior, это статы этого техника, это статы мага, грубо говоря. Какой-то Fury Generation есть. Ну, я, допустим, возьму Strength. Потом профу. Мне рекомендуют типа Craftsman Vigor. Но вот эта вот штука, конечно, Gathering Size become easier to see. Типа, может быть, вот это надо максить первым делом. Потом там еще какие-то опции в диалогах открываются дополнительные. Плюс больше лута собираешь. Здесь со старта Craft Basic Weapon and Armor Upgrades. Вот эта штука позволяет хп регенить вне боя. Ну и проходить всякие чеки на баланс. Ладно, я возьму Intuition, так быть. Все, start game.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, master?
You haven't forgotten that we're set.
Мне пока музон нравится в этой игре. Музон кайфовый. Именно.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish it.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Так, окей. Компас, main quest. Go and say goodbye to your mother. Side quest. Не показывается. Здорово. Че написано было? Speak to noble.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Окей, она типа назвала меня... Интеллектуально назвала меня хуесосом.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Ой, чё, зачем я пуху? Ебать, чё я делаю? Я чуть челика с ноги не уебал. Так, а как он? Он ее сам убрал? Просто смотрю, если клавиша не бегать, а типа, окей, это еще быстрее бегать, а именно пешком ходить. Обычно на Ctrl, на Alt, но что-то не работает. Ну-ка, Options. Control Options. Не то. Game Controls. Still Stance. X это, короче, достать оружие и обратно засунуть. Switch Fighting Style. Ну, типа, все есть, но вот именно пешком ходить нету, короче. Unlucky. Есть именно Stealth Stance, но это на картаны. На картах ходить. Ладно.
Hey! Green blood! Kurt. And so the
Tutorial.
day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us.
Может, тут Secret
You're
Gear
hiding your
бегают?
men in the
Ну, кстати, да.
unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see.
Бегают быстрее, чем я обычно бегаю, но медленнее, чем я бегаю с шифтом. Вот так вот будет. Unbalanced. Как дефендить? Lock on target. Колесо мыши. Tactical пауза. Окей, я случайно пробел нажал. Ебать. А где Healing Potion? А как его забиндить? Ага, окей. Да сука, я не знаю, привык в какой-то игре, нужно пробел нажимать, чтобы вставать, я его жму. И у меня пауза включается.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
Камера немножко, да, как-то
You already
дрочёно
training for your
работает.
new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
Я не хочу больше тренироваться. В смысле go through? Так уже только что потренировались.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that, thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Show him how happy you are that he's coming along. Complain about being shadowed by bodyguard. Ну ладно, будем типа добрым челиком.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Так, go встретимся с мамой.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so
Видимо,
very
типа,
happy
они
to
все
hear
там
your
болеют,
voice.
когда Параша, у него тоже вот, типа, мейн
You
персонажа
remind me so
на
much of your father.
с
I do miss him
слева
so.
на на этом
Today
на
is
щеке,
the day,
короче, вот
isn't it?
Параша какая-то.
Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his
Почему мне показывает, что у меня микрофон шумит? От чего?
It is time for you to take leave.
Не могу понять.
Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Что мне дали? Шляпу дали. О, слышь, Z-Walk. Волк. А почему этого не было в контролах? Что за... Ну-ка. Стоп. Этой кнопки нет в управлении, лол. Ладно, хорошо, что типа они объяснили, как можно ходить. Шляпа дает возможность ходить пешком. Я так понимаю, это типа мы в старом свете, наверное, и отправляемся, грубо говоря, как будто в Америку, там, в колонии. Это что-то похоже, это, я так понимаю, вымышленная вселенная какая-то, но типа с какими-то временной период колониальный, короче, я так понимаю.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade.
О, сейчас будет
Nothing
это
came of it.
дипломатии учить
All the
туториал.
parliamenting fatigues me.
Попытаюсь с ним побазарить, обучат, покажут, что типа нельзя пройти. Короче, если бы я бы играл там за какого-нибудь мага с первым скиллом торговли там, или не знаю, что там, какой скилл, который позволяет базарить, то прошел бы чек, а так придется драться там, что-нибудь такое. Окей, relationship level. Faction suspicious. Чё? Friendship бонус, craftsmanship. Ага, за типа за дружбу дают доп point какому-то чему-то, короче. Билки. Что такое next level 9? А, на каком уровне следующий будет вкачиваться? Point. Balance potion.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will
Немножко
be
да,
waiting for
что-то
his next
напоминает
ship?
такое.
I don't know,
Блинка.
but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Так. Сайт quest, coin, guard, merchandise. А где, как? Follow this quest. О, так. Далее. Ну-ка, я могу с ним поговорить?
Greenblood, do you need something?
Whether he ever felt lonely.
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
Бля, это гейский романс. Стартует.
Why, do you want to rectify this?
And what if I said yes?
Well, I'd be grateful, I suppose. But sadly, Greenblood, you're not quite my type. Anything else?
Капа.
I must leave you.
А в смысле я Масливи? Я его в пати взял. Масливи. Так. Здесь нет прыжка, кстати, в этой игре. Я вот, наверное, почему пробел нажимаю. Пытаюсь нажать пробел прыгнуть, а у меня пауза включается. Ебать, игра 2019 года без прыжка. Вы охуели? Около мапы. Окей, ладно, не хочу смотреть на мапу сейчас. Как это? Что за челик? Слышь? Ай! Мне надо перестать сжать пробел. Окей. Old coins. Это было несложно. Сюда? Нет. Значит, acquire. А, типа один этим взять. Так, вот сюда main quest.
The merchant is there.
Good day, good sir. How might
Он
I
тоже
be of
больной.
service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Ничего не понял.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Так, харизма 50% шанс. Типа пригрозить, что в тюрьму его закинем. Intuition есть, слышь? Offer a bribe. Видимо, если бы не было, я бы не смог, я могу ему взятку дать, но это типа такое. Что значит один? Вот это непонятно, что это такое. Одну голду типа ему дать? А за что ему взятку? Мы и так типа бабки платим. Типа дать ему монету, чтобы он с нас не брал деньги, ну а смысл? Я, короче, завязаю, но это мне не нравится, этот вариант, на самом деле. Нужно было попробовать 50%.
And what would I have to do in exchange? If I give you the merchandise, my master will still demand the price.
Типа он отдаст, но я ему заплатил, типа и чё? А, типа он скажет, что его якобы обворовали. Да мне кажется, его босс, типа, ему пизды таких вломит. Скажите, обворовали? Ну тогда я тебя тоже обворую. Плати налоги, помалкивай. Подожди, что-то пропустил, он что-то там рассказал.
I'm with you. As soon as I've received my bonus, my eyes will grow weary-like.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards. The guard has already been taken once by your promises.
Well, you can't hold it against me for trying. Very well. Call for your men to come.
You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Окей, короче, типа разрешил эту проблему. А, еще не разрешил, еще надо идти и сказать квартирмейстеру, что мы разрешили проблему. Слышь, чё вы тут Вы просто стояли даже, блин. Вот это не очень, конечно, прикольно выглядит на самом деле. Челики просто стоят без палева. Я захожу и огребаю. Начинается файт. Режь его. Так, а ХП только подками восстанавливать. Кейпотка фулл хп восстанавливает. Их было 3 вроде, я только 2 залутал. Не понял, где 3, ну ладно. А, вот он. Можно как-то типа сразу все брать? Ща. Нет, нельзя, именно нужно нажимать и выбирать Take Everything. Это что такое? О, тут типа задание на сайт-квестик, видимо. Типа взяли в заложники какого-то челика из богатой семьи и требует выкуп. Движок бега случайно из Андромеды, типа ногами он двигал, так что ли, или что, не знаю. Да вроде норм. Да сука. Так, надо сдать квест. Здесь, видимо, крафт. А я взял крафтинг? Нет, я не брал крафтинг. Так.
Your time is precious in these dark hours, but what you are about to discover could save your life.
И чё? Ну я пришел, показывай фокусы, ебать.
Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle
I believe I've
of
seen you at the
science.
palace. Are you one of the
won't
prince's
believe
relatives?
your eyes. This discovery will give you faith in existence.
Ну и чё?
Come one, come all.
Ты, блять, он ничего не показывает, я пришел. Ну ладно. Просто так постоял. Хуя, я открываю двери.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
Не знаю, с чего даже на что посмотреть, что-то
Is
костюм,
that
думаю,
sales?
удалить торренты загрузок
Have you seen to
себя.
our little business?
Yes. We were
Nice.
finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of
Эмоция лица
Kurt?
точно с
Well,
Андромеды.
now, yeah.
Бля,
If you
это
find
будет
an
рофл, если
alternative
реально игру
solution
делали
that is
челики и
less
выходцы из Андромеды.
illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this
Ебало,
cargo
вернее, стать
must
такие
reach the
никогда не
isle on the
ставлю.
next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Чё вы доебались? Анимация не то, бег не тот, блять. Сидите и не воняйте, блять. Смотрите. Вот видите, картина красивая. Челик нормально, просто по срокам не вышло. Ну, значит, ну, окей, ладно, подождем. Может, там апдейтами допилят. У меня пока особых претензий к игре нет таких жестких. Ну вот я свою претензию высказал по поводу того, что челики мобы стоят в переулке, как не знаю, просто обычные челики, как истуканы, так сказать. Ты забегаешь, начинается файт ни с того ни с сего. Это очень тупо выглядит. Ну шо,
Lively
ебать.
there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Бля, кайф. Минус
Some
жизнь.
children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco,
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Да, он капитан,
Apologies.
поэтому,
Apologies for my
Поту
asking.
набил.
The young governor isn't with you.
чтобы
He didn't
в
come home
море
this morning.
пугать всех.
I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're
А
short
у
a
меня
crew
вон
member.
рак на щеке.
The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2
Ну,
days since last
по-моему,
I've
да,
seen him.
выдуманная
I think something
вселенная.
bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Так. Чё мне там?
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some
А в
help.
смысле, это только один вариант, что ли, мог? А, нет, окей. Не знаю, что все светниц мылится.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
Так, чё?
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority.
Бля,
and the formalities
бюрократия.
are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire.
Бля, сейчас может договоримся, я всем буду, короче, взятку пихать.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it.
Что-то было
Even if
сейчас.
I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang
А на
of
русском не...
ruffians
А,
intrude
есть
my
русский, я
fleet
не
past
нашел русский.
contraband
Там
over to
нету
Tier
выбора
3.
вроде.
He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks.
Чё?
Sorry,
Не
your
пропустил, чё?
crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurd. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head.
Мне типа вообще похуй,
I'm
типа
sure
вот
that's what he
там
wanted.
просто
given
может
this
кому-то не
impossible
похуй,
task.
In that
кто
case,
смотрит.
we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
А, понял, типа файлики, да, есть такое бывает. Короче, мне что-то сказали, идите на склад и там свой груз оставьте на складе, что ли. Пропустил немножко.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Короче, прислугу свою потерял он, если кабинбой, я так понимаю, челик, который хозяйничает там у капитана. Служанкой работает. Так, ничего не хочу
Be
спрашивать,
back
go.
soon, Captain.
Так, а чё у него восклицательный знак?
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Да,
Have no
вроде
fear.
ничего не
I will bring
выходило.
him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Be back soon, Captain.
Так, окей, ладно, это ничего мне не дало. Так, investigate. А, мне надо было, видимо, поспрашать его, короче.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin.
Гастбастерс
As you well
осмотрели.
know, we cannot leave without him.
Чё? Каких?
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will
Я
have
не
to do
помню.
without.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
А, вот есть дополнительный вариант появился.
This Jonas. Does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Окей, он мне типа рассказал, его челики из семьи есть. С ними можно поговорить. Так, а где? Флавия. Кто из них Флавия? Ну-ка. Tamper with the ship's log. Ага. Короче, типа можно пойти и судовой журнал. Короче, вписаться, так сказать. Я вообще не видел, не помню, на E4 такой параши. А, может что-то было, но я не очень хорошо помню. Так, куда мне нужно идти? Вот сюда. А, типа можно... Ага, понятно. Короче, костюм фракции, если найти, то можно замаскироваться, обмануть охранников. Либо можно по стелсу попытаться. А если тебя обнаружат, то придется драться, и репа пострадает. Так, а кто из них? Кто из них гвард? И как определить, где вражеская территория?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Ой, кто-то сюда идет, я слышу. Как это не Assassin's Creed, но типа по стелсу тут очень тяжело будет пройти. Лукпикинг, понял. Блять. Окей. То есть они смотрят только на меня, кайф. Подождите, а может это... Может, типа, я крадусь там, где, типа, и не нужно ходить на стелсе, и, типа, здесь меня никто не арестует. Окей, понял. Понял. Была ошибка. Это была ошибка. Они просто слепые, оказывается. А здесь челик всегда смотрит в окно. Здесь челик по кругу ходит. Мне показывают туда якобы, но показывает значок типа мейн-квеста, лол. Почему? Типа челик обращает внимание только на меня. Ой. 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 Все, понял, как это работает, короче. Они типа, если ты по стелсу ходишь, не сразу замечают. Нет, видишь, типа, именно если ты встаешь, то тебя сразу замечают. И если ты сидишь, то у них там значок глаза накапливается. Не знаю, как объяснить. Ну, там ничего я не нашел, кстати, наверху. Типа тут что-то должно быть наверху. Посмотрим, что этот челик делает. Окей. Да, конечно, стелс реально найс. Работает. Кажется, дверь есть. Опа. Они же не обидятся, если... О, я, наверное, могу, короче, Сейлор Скотт одеть, и тогда буду по норму ходить. Да? Или нет? Это, по-моему, DLC-шная штука. На старте мне дали. Здесь не написано, типа, к какому он относится Advanced View. К какой фракции относится эта шмотка. Не знаю, должно ли быть написано или нет. Так, ну по статам это лучше. Что еще здесь есть? Перчатки моряка. Там, по-моему, full set, да? Sailor Boots. Это, короче, full DLC-шный набор есть. Так. Меня не научили, как стрелять из пистолета БТВ. Так, ну там еще что-то было, я когда поднимал. Я 4 вещи. Блять, что я нажал? Зачем я подку нажал? Выпить. Батер, пир алхимика. Я какие-то 4 вещи поднял, но экипировал только 3. Ладно. О, еще сундук. Локпикинг левел 1. О, судовой журнал, так? Да.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
И ключи к тюрьме взял. Так, короче, мы вписали в журнал свой груз, и теперь мы можем груз спокойно на корабль погрузить, как я понял. Без проблем. Найс, бюрократия. Там расходник. А, расходник был то, что я поднял, и я, наверное, его захавал, что-нибудь такое, понял. Зачем я ключи к тюрьме взял, не понял. А, вот там вдали сундук тоже у стены я вижу. Но я его не смогу открыть, потому что нет локпикинга. Если бы я начал со скиллом отмычек. Где челик? Ага, понял. Стелс здесь именно минимальный, так сказать. Либо аишники тупые, недоделанные. Мне показывают, тут туда якобы надо идти. Пойдем посмотрим. А, теперь...
These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Ебать. Там челик, мой челик сказал, что якобы там можно что-то закрафтить, снотворное или что-нибудь такое, и в бухло подсыпать. охранником склада, наверное. Нам теперь на склад надо... Не знаю, зачем нам на склад надо, я не особо понял. Clear out the warehouse guards. Либо можно найти шмотку моряка. Интересно, подойдет ли моя шмотка моряка, которую я взял? Ну-ка, похоже вот на такую же, как у них, нет?
Hello? What can I do
Не,
for
не
you?
похоже.
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to
О, что?
Courage, me hearties. The path is clear.
Короче, я сказал, что мы пришли вас сменить. Я реально из-за того, что я шмотку, видимо, одел. Я просто... Они, короче... Типа, незнакомые челики пришли и сменили их, да? Они там друг друга не знают. Первый раз меня видят. Ну ладно, мы пошли, типа, да. Окей. Но это из-за того, что именно вот я залутал шмотки моряка, типа, одел. Похожая была вот у того одного из них. Шмотка такая же, броник такой же. Локпикинг, окей. Я все еще не понимаю, зачем я сюда иду. И что я сделал? Я вошел вот отсюда, по-моему, на склад. А теперь они там стоят. Prepare a drink laced with sleeping pills. Зачем? Так, ну-ка. Это не то. Что это было? Что я открыл вообще? Какие-то скиллы. Ладно, пока не буду. На втором уровне написано бучит. Типа я челиков зачистил, но зачем-то мне нужно все еще приготовить бухло со снотворным. Не понимаю. Вот это куда ведет лестница? Пошарил по сусекам, так сказать. Все, go, крафтить. Это кто такой? А, это вот эти вот. Чё?
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't.
А, ну я избавился, короче, от челиков, и теперь я отдаю... А чё у меня зафейлил prepare drink? Ну ладно. Они пошли и со склада взяли вещи, которые нужны. Теперь можно доложить, что мы погрузили, наверное, наш товар. Так, а чё мне не показывает, куда идти? Я не вижу, куда мне нужно доложить. Я чё, помню, что ли? Откуда я пришел? Где был квартирмейстер? Так, на мапе можно посмотреть, да? Так, есть вот это вот. Это что? Это мейн-квесты. Во, Коингард Баракс, наверное, вот здесь вот. Да, вот здесь мы чериков положили. Метка появилась, как только подошел, а типа издалека ее не показывала. Странно.
Good day.
Не, это другая
Someone
метка,
told me
лол.
that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does
Ой,
he know
про
anyone
меня.
in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment.
Так, еще надо посмотреть, потому что там в Gloomhaven собирались.
Be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going.
Не понял.
Farewell.
Она типа слышала голос пацана из... О, Sailor Scott здесь тоже есть. Она такая же. Да сука! Хорош бухать! Всего один хелпот остался. Там кнопка на выпить хелспот рядом с кнопкой на инвентарь. Да, абсолютно такая же. Окей. Там других челиков можно еще расспросить.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Какие-то, короче, челики его похитили.
No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Окей, теперь мне нужно идти базарить с челиком в баре.
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Окей. Квест можно выполнить разными путями, мне типа сказали. Я уже это понял, спасибо.
What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age, hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Окей, крафтинг скилл нужен. Don't pay now. Repair the damage. Нужно найти, короче, какие-то металлические хреновины, 4 штуки.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
Сука, ты охуел? Говорит, батя не выдал денег на обеды. Батя, ну чтобы инженера брать. Нет, там лут надо какой-то налутать.
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Там фритолк есть. Выборы, но я не хочу их выбирать. Так, это что за челик? Это вот очевидец, вот этот челик.
Recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here.
I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that
Окей,
merchant.
теперь нужно
Where can I
идти
find him?
He has a
торгашу.
house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Не понял. Че я тебе голду подбираю? Лежащую на столе. Окей.
The furniture is
Посмотрим.
in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Короче, лут надо собирать. Может быть, где-нибудь рядом лежит? Нужный мне лут, да, конечно же. 2 из 4 нашел, еще 2 надо найти. Что такое дау, я не знаю, кстати. Ну-ка. Опять меня комп лагает в альтабе. Дюбель. Короче, хрень, которая скрепляет доски, так сказать. Use key.
Locked.
Мы все.
I don't have the key.
Понял.
I don't have the key.
Где мне взять ключ? Ну, еще 2-й этаж есть. Вот ключи. Ща челика ограбим по полной. Локпикинг нужен. То есть я беру вещи, нужные для ремонта, в его же собственных вещах, запасах. Окей, письмо. Потом типа говорю, ну я починил. Ну, типа да, с другой стороны, как бы на халяву. Он сам-то не работает, по сути. Ну-ка. Блин, у меня был выбор либо здесь, либо там открыть, да? Или что, или как это работает? Да, только один раз можно ключ использовать. Здесь, короче, локпикинг 2 был, а здесь, а там локпикинг 1. То есть выгоднее, наверное, было открыть ту дверь. Ну ладно. Уже поздно. Жалеть. А, нет, а тут в чести еще один ключ, окей. Интересно. Metal Dowels еще 2 штуки. Ну, это чисто туториал. Окей. Наверное, круто иметь ключи одноразовые. Из воска, да, лол. И что это? Я просто вышел на улицу. Какая-то больничка, не знаю, уличная, так сказать. Ладно, пойдем отремонтируем.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Так, и что теперь с ним поговорить можно?
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Так, ну это мейн-квест, типа я должен своего там кузен, не знаю кто это. Брат, сестры, папы, мамы. Так. Вот туда это по мейн-квесту. А куда мне нужно, чтобы найти брат, сестры, мама, это дядя? Так, он там назвал какого-то торгаша, а где мне его найти, лол? А, во. Окей, Фонтейн Фэмили Хаус. Просто нужно было посмотреть на карту.
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Так, окей. По-моему, мне нужно вниз написано было, нет? А, нет, все правильно.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I'm afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband
Короче, батя сказал, хорош
In a
плавать.
tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These
Возвращайся
witnesses
домой.
are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me
Сынок
to
сказал,
your
нет, я
doorstep.
хочу
My
плавать.
son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Найс. Типа она меня теперь обвиняет, что якобы я там поверил какому-то бухому челику из бара. Мы всего лишь ему типа указали путь домой.
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking for him. We learned the new name they gave him, Jonas. My poor little Celestine. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed on. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew watched closely, and we found him.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact.
Понятно.
It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Типа его против своей воли зарекрутили каким-то образом на корабль. Мне нужно теперь пойти узнать побольше о контрактах моряков. А где я это могу сделать? Display map. Ага, с капитаном поговорить, ну да, так и думал.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure.
I'm still without...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Naughts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naught. Our ships are his home. And we are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be
Теперь
able
мне
to
с
help
кем
us?
поговорить нужно.
Anyone who's not a Naughts?
Его в моряки с рождения, короче, приняли. Как я понял. По какому-то контракту. Так. Я все до сих пор, кстати, не доложил квартирмейстеру. Пойдем попробуем второй раз доложить.
wall through. Here's your hat.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt, good luck.
Окей. Я, кстати, вот эти квесты мог бы вообще и не делать, на самом деле. Это не мейн-квесты, якобы. Не обязательные. С кем я должен поговорить? Мейн-квесты, это мне нужно найти кузена и... что-то там доложить кому-то. Двум гильдиям. Кто это?
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
А, это мой
I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul
босс.
play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship.
Когда в Skyrim играл, тоже слышал, что можно делать квесты с доставкой книг из другой части карты, ты все равно их делал. Кайф.
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible.
Короче,
Breaking a contract with the seafarers
заплатил ребенком морякам, за это они перевозили его грузы. В кайф.
Selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Типа, жена даже не знает об этом. Окей. Мне нужно найти, где его держат. А каким образом, лол? Ну, типа он... Виленс Дэн не то явно. Наут Призен есть? Но это нет, это вряд ли Наут. А, окей, понял, нужно снова домой идти. С женой поговорить, типа, сказать, где они прячут ребенка. У нас, конечно, служанка стоит и смотрит в стену. А, вот здесь подсказка, кстати. Типа записка служанки. И просит, чтобы приготовила несколько, короче, порций еды, так сказать. И отнесла на склады, которые... На наши склады, в общем, которые мы заведуем на канале. Не знаю, где это. Помощь будет там работать со своими людьми. И типа они сделают это скрытно, чтобы никто не знал.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Окей. Вот склады. У меня 2 отметки. By the way. Вот так же делает, когда в стену смотрит. Вот, кстати, канал.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us.
Что-то я, походу, не туда залез. Я прямо к челику пришел.
Will you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness will be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away.
Easy.
Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Ничего даже по стелсу не пришлось, просто сказал, что друг, у тебя есть договор. Да давай ключи. Блять, они его еще в клетке додержат. Охуенно. Ну хотя да, он типа сбежать, наверное, может. Но он уже сынишка вымахал.
My name is de Sade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seemed so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts.
Типа да, они, ну, нашли ребенка, могли бы, типа, его просто пригласить домой, го пообедаем, там, побазарим, расскажешь нам сторисы, там, все дела, а потом, типа, отпустить его. А не, сука, в клетку сажать. Вот это супер уебанский мув, и как нам показали, что, типа, это челик не... Чё? Ага, типа, если бы у меня... почему он черный, не знаю. Загорел на море. Типа, если бы у меня был левел 1 Science и алхимия, то я бы мог просто здесь стену взломать и взорвать, и не открывая клетку, спокойно зайти. Здесь нужен локпикинг. А, это вот так, типа, можно было сюда попасть. Мимо того челика, с которым я базарил. Ой, а тут охрана, по-моему, да? Они же мне ничего не сделают. Ладно, я лучше вернусь той дорогой, как я пришел сюда. Мне же ничего не сделают сейчас. Нет. Не могу уходить. А то типа на выходе челик останавливает и такой: сори, я передумал. Начинается файт. Все, можно теперь с капитаном поговорить. Одного челика вернул. Теперь мне нужно еще своего кузена вернуть.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring...
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Репас моряками плюс 3 экспа 1000 левел 2. Кайф.
Be back soon, Captain.
Чё это мне дает? Так, скиллы качать. One-handed heavy weapons, one-handed blades. Long blades, fury. Так, окей. Two-handed heavy weapons. Ну, пойдем в одноручные. У меня уже этот скилл есть, правильно? Да. Дэмэдж плюс 10%. Окей. Здесь, кстати, есть гибридный какой-то скилл ролл. Перекат. Magic Healing. Окей. Еще что-то мог качать. Вот это что такое? А, это инвентарь. Это на 4-м уровне будет. Талант на 5-м. Скилл point каждый левел. Окей, понял. Так, журнал. Ну, мне нужно доложить Челиксонам, послам двум, о моем отбытии. Пойдем это сделаем, а потом мне нужно найти кузена.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you and your cousin in the future.
Религиозная структура,
I
видимо.
only regret that your
Похоже на
departure
церковь.
is so sudden.
Мазер-кардинал.
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather
Конечно
delicate
же,
matter.
доп-квест какой-то
Tell me more
будет.
about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in
Понятно.
Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Так, окей.
I must be going.
Доп
Farewell,
задание.
Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
Нужно пойти второму посту тоже что-то доложить. Явно тоже квест какой-то даст. Наверное. Бридж Альянс какой-то.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet.
А это, наверное, ученый.
I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me.
Сука, блядь, он даже ничего не говорил. И типа мой пацан такой, бля, ну тебя что-то беспокоит, у тебя явно какой-то квест для меня есть.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and
Ой, да
our
случаем не
own
тот
at the
челик,
same
который там всем
In
рассказывал,
any city of the Bridge
подзывал.
Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center.
Угу.
He is said to be
Да,
clever
это,
and
наверное, тот
mean.
пацан.
Be careful.
I need to be going.
Шарлатан
Goodbye,
типа
Excellency.
какой-то, окей.
Goodbye, Lord de Sardet.
Пойдем посмотрим на шарлатана. Поэтому я не мог с ним взаимодействовать, потому что это типа челик по квесту. Ага.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows
Подсадной челик какой-нибудь еще.
Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had...
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is...
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Так. Спросить про побочные эффекты.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Демонстрацию.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition.
Perfect health.
If it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment.
Чё он там делает?
There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
Он еще вытащил из кармана бухло.
Skepticism of remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Его повозку, а где его повозка? Так. Так, ну типа он шарлатан-антидот там был. В смысле? Это что за челик самый? Была его охрана. Я уже думал, типа он меня заметил через стену каким-то образом. Не понял по письмам, что это значит вообще. Но нашел какой-то антидот.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He
Флоу,
can't have
он
gone far.
сбежал.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern.
Да.
He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Он побежал, короче, в свою комнату в таверну на втором этаже. Мы уже здесь были, БТВ. Ага, есть что ли? Мы, кстати, заходили в его комнату.
You again?
Сюда.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I saw the find.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice.
Найс, короче, типа
If this potion were inoffensive, then why
ему не нравилось, что челики, что его коллега проводит опыты на людях.
Provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your
Да, вот типа то же самое он как бы делает.
And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
Там типа челиков заставляют, а здесь челиков ты просто обманываешь, как бы. В принципе, то же самое делаешь.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
How unjust. Ты под арестом и уходим, короче, и он смывается. Проверяй. О, stay here, go directly. Ну давай.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barrel.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it best to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye,
Lord de Sade.
Чисто перед отплытием его лапаемся. Еще могу вкачать. Еще один скиллпоинт. Так, у меня остался вот этот вот мейн-квестик и по поводу... Так, сначала optional сделаем. С культистами, ну не с еретиками.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
У меня, кстати, есть ключ к тюрьмам.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene.
Я мог сокрыть от него, чем я занимаюсь. Но, типа, его был полностью рассказать.
Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They were making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Naughts have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them.
Haha, not officially.
At least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a
Так, все, там собрались в Gloomhaven, мне нужно идти играть.